Welcome to the Lion's Den Podcast Network, powered by Stark Roofing. With over 45 years of experience in the roofing and exteriors industry, Stark Roofing is a local, family-owned and operated company that provides excellent customer service and workmanship. Let's Start Roofing. Bring your home back to life. You can give them a call at 636-671-0045. And tell them Spanky sent you. Stark Roofing, proud title sponsor of the Lion's Den Podcast Network and this amazing podcast presentation.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Take me? Come on.
All right, 1937, at Todd Field, and the ball, I kicked your ass after football practice when you stole my liniment.
You kicked my
Jack
ass.
Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
Believe me, this man is a menace. He's always drinking, starting fights. Isn't that right?
They're both grumpy old men.
Why don't you do the world a favor and pull your lip over your head and swallow?
Idiot.
Eat my shorts.
So
what?
But after 50 years
what?
of fighting over nothing,
What?
What?
So?
What?
they finally found something
Holy. Oh, my God. Moly.
worth fighting for.
See, women get obsessed with me. It's like one of them fatal attraction things.
I'm too thirsty for my shirt. My shirt so sexy, it hurts.
Just beautiful. Thank you.
Jack Lemmon,
Your cat crapped on my steps again.
Yeah, who says you can't train a cat?
Walter Matthau,
Why would a woman come over at 1:30 in the morning to see you?
Just why do you think, bonehead? My car.
and Margaret.
John, when was the last time you made love?
October 4th.
1978.
Grumpy old men.
If I knew there was a nude scene in this picture, I would have asked for another million.
Welcome, everyone, to the Back to the Past podcast. On this episode, we are going back to December 25th, 1993, to talk about grumpy old men. This is Kevin, and on this episode, I am joined by Justin and Brad. And first, I would like to welcome all the listeners and thank Stark Roofing and M&J Creations for being our title and studio sponsors, as well as thanks to Mike Jones of the Lion's Den Podcast Network for giving us this opportunity. We do have t-shirts available. Link is in the show notes. Feedback and topic requests are always welcome to contact at backtothepastpod.com, and you can reach out to us on social media, primarily Facebook, Instagram. That's main two I think that we like to spend our time on at this point. Subscribe and share as we try to continue putting out more, we feel, are wonderful episodes. In this episode, Grumpy Old Men is one of our suggestions from a gentleman that I met a few weeks ago as the time we record this. Brad, that would be your Uncle Al-in-law.
Yeah.
So yes,
My beer buddy.
Yeah, Uncle Al. Wonderful gentleman, had a really fun time down in Louisville, Kentucky on a little bourbon trip we got to go on.
Little bourbon, little soccer.
Yeah, it was a fun time. So yes, Al, this episode is for you. As mentioned, Grumpy Old Men came out December 25th, 1993. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 43 minutes. A budget of $35 million. Made $3.9 million on the opening weekend with just over $70 million total in the United States and Canada. Around 10 million extra worldwide, which is reportedly an additional 40 million on home video. So this was a big home video hit.
Yeah, I know it was on TV all the time.
Yes. You couldn't escape it.
No.
Which to me is a good thing because I really enjoy this film.
Also, a Christmas release.
Yes.
Don't have too many of those.
Christmas Day.
At least on here.
Going up against things like Lethal Weapon 2, I think. And
yeah.
Just, yeah. I mean, Tombstone was still in theaters. Sister Act 2, Beethoven 2nd.
I know originally it was supposed to release in February, but they moved it up.
Yeah, February of 94.
Which, February, for a long time, that's where you release movies to die.
Movies to die.
So they, I guess, saw something like, oh, this is going to be something. Let's move it up and challenge some others.
Yeah, I believe this was also released early because, what was it, 20th Century Fox?
I think so.
It was. Wanted to maximize their profits for 1993.
Ah, yes. Get a last big push.
So I thought, let's go ahead and put this out and get that out there. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 66% critic and a 74% audience. Not shabby. Not Toy Story numbers. Metacritic, 53 critic and a 7.3 audience. So very consistent with the audience there. A little different with the critic. Not too bad. So guys, do you remember the first time that you got to see this wonderful film about lifelong friends / enemies?
I'm pretty sure mine was a pay-per-view.
Oh, a pay-per-view rental?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty sure. Because my grandpa at the time, well, still, but not, past.
Yes.
So he worked for the telephone company, and that's how they got satellite so quickly in the area that they were. And it wasn't one of those like real huge ones. It was one of the smaller ones that are pretty ubiquitous now for those of you who may still have them. And yeah, man, we watched so many movies through that pay-per-view because you think you don't even have to go to the store,
right?
You just rent it off there, watch it, and there
Push
you go.
A couple buttons,
and you could still tape it back then.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember growing up, our neighbor had one of the big satellite dishes that turned and everything.
Oh.
And it's like, man, I can only imagine what all they can watch. And then we finally got cable TV and got to watch a lot of Cubs and Braves games on WGN and TBS. That was okay. Like, yeah, it's baseball. All right, so starring Walter Matthau as Max Goldman and Jack Lemmon as John Gustafson. Directed by Donald Petrie, which is his first major film directed.
Fascinating.
Wow.
What a good work.
Yeah.
For your first.
Getting to work with Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
Yeah.
And Anne Margaret, Burgess Meredith.
Legends of the
Ozzie
acting
Davis.
world.
Yeah. Written by Mark Steven Johnson, who was the secretary at Orion Pictures at the time and a Hastings, Minnesota native, who also went on to write Daredevil and Ghost Rider.
What an odd combination of genres.
Yeah, very. Composer is Alan Silvestri,
who did Back to the Future.
Okay. So definitely some pedigree there. Yeah, he had a great run in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Alan did a lot of... When you look up his list of movies, it's pretty astonishing. I'm constantly surprised when his name pops up. I'm like, oh, he did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, as mentioned, it's Jack Lemmon as John Gustafson, a retired history teacher. We have Walter Matthau as Max Goldman, a retired TV repairman. We have Anne Margaret, the lovely lady that moves in across the street.
Free-spirited.
Yes.
Yeah. From California.
Yeah. Berkeley professor. as Ariel Truax. We have Burgess Meredith, a long way from the Penguin in the original Batman TV show, as Grandpa Gustafson. The lovely Daryl Hannah makes an appearance as Melanie, John's daughter. Kevin Pollak is Jacob Goldman, so that would be Max's son. Ozzie Davis plays Chuck, the owner of the bait shop.
Mm-hmm.
Buck Henry is Snyder.
Anytime I think of him, I just think of all those appearances on SNL in the 70s. He would do... I know a lot of people aren't as familiar with him these days, but in the 70s on SNL, they would write skits for people, and sometimes the host would be like, oh, I don't like that. That's too... Buck Henry was so happy to host, he would take any script, so they knew like they could write some really questionable content for him. So anytime he hosted, that's where the bizarre scripts tended to, for the skits, showed up. Like, there are a few that's like, I can't believe this made it on TV.
And we've got Christopher McDonald, who is best known as Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore, playing Mike, who is Melanie's husband. And honestly, you know, whenever you see him pop up getting out of the car because there's rumblings that Melanie's going to divorce Mike, and John's happy about that because he doesn't like Mike. You almost don't recognize him at first.
Until he speaks.
Yeah. Until he's like inside the house. I didn't recognize him until he gets inside the house. He takes the hat off. You're like, okay.
Oh, I didn't even until he spoke, because I saw him. I'm like, he looks familiar. I know him.
Mm-hmm.
I know. And then he started speaking. And I'm like, oh, that's Shooter McGavin.
Yeah. And Happy Gilmore only comes out 3 years later. So it's not like there's this time to go from like early 20s to mid 30s where you're aging a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is just a couple years.
Mm-hmm. And it's only like the one scene he's in.
Yeah, he's very short role.
But he's talked about so much, you swear he's in it more.
Definitely, yeah. Steve Cochran is the weatherman. Joe Howard, no relation to the Ron and Rance and Clint Howard family.
Or the Three Stooges.
Yes. Plays the pharmacist. That's a very brief role as well.
Yeah, but I do like his role.
Yeah.
Enamored like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His wife, not so much.
No, not at all.
And you can tell that. So Jack and Walter are playing John and Max, two neighbors that have known each other since childhood, were really good friends, and then they had a falling out because Max accused John of stealing his girlfriend, who became John's wife, May, and...
It was like 50 plus years earlier?
Yeah, it was like 58 years or something. Something ridiculous, like that. Yeah. So they just have been going at it for much longer than they got along.
But you can also tell, like, they're so similar.
Yes.
That they have plenty of opportunities to legit, like, get into it, and they always find some excuse not to. So it's like you kind of have that feeling like they don't really hate each other. They're just kind of like... They just don't want to lose the argument.
They're just barking.
Yeah.
Puffing their chests.
Yeah. It's a little prideful maybe, but it's not real animosity, which is, I think, what makes it funnier. Something about old men grumpy at each other, and I find that amusing.
Very.
There are some videos of, like, dudes in their 80s at, like, McDonald's getting in fistfights, and there's something really funny about that.
Yeah, there's a few times in this film that Max takes a swing at John, and John's a little nimble. He can move around.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't get the vibe that Walter Matthau is very nimble.
No, he was like 5 years or something like that older than Jack Lemmon. some of the other casting choices for this, there really wasn't a whole lot that I found, and I tried to dig and dig and dig, but all I found was that Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis were also considered for the roles of John and Max, but both declined due to the health of Dean Martin. I don't think it would have played well as Dean and Jerry, even if health wasn't a concern.
No. I was about to say I could see Jerry pulling it off, but I don't know that Dean could. But the more I think about it, I don't know. I don't even know if either of them.
It seemed like Jerry was more of the natural curmudgeon, at least later in life.
Oh, well, yeah.
Where Dean was always kind of a humorous...
Yeah, he was more of an affable type.
Yeah.
Yes, any of those talks about Jerry Lewis in that one clown movie that he forced it not to come out because he thought it was the worst thing he ever did, and then he would get asked periodically, so when are we getting... Never. And it was like a legend for a long time that it was like stipulated that it was going to release like 5 years or 10 years after his death, and then finally I think a few years ago it was finally supposed to get released somewhere. They were going to do a screening of it somewhere, and it's just one of those lost Hollywood legends. Like, you can't see it, so you want to see it,
right? And even if you see it, you probably be like, that's
it. Yeah. But yeah, he was very grumpy when it came to any talk of that.
Yeah, sure seemed like it, unfortunately. For Grandpa Gustafson, other names mentioned were George Burns, who declined due to not being comfortable filming in the freezing cold temps, since he was about 97 at the time. Whew, makes sense. Bob Hope declined due to other commitments and being in relatively frail health, which was very true, and he was just a few months away from turning 90 when filming began.
We need old men, but old men who are able to handle cold and in good physical shape.
Yeah.
That's not a long list in Hollywood.
Yes. Yeah, because Walter really he almost didn't want to do this because he was finishing up working on Dennis the Menace, which was filmed in Chicago. So he was already kind of tired of the cold at that point with that. And then knowing you're going to Minnesota,
where it's even colder.
Yes. And dealing with snow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what shocked me when I was watching it, because I always pay attention to cold movies. Do you see the breath? Because if you don't see the breath, clearly they're not filmed in a cold way. You see the breath. It is that cold.
Yeah, and you can't fake 29-inch thick ice on the lake.
That's a little challenging.
Yeah. And there's no studio magic that can fake that. Well, I guess now they can, but
back then, not so much.
No. So some of the fun facts about this film that I thought was interesting, that of the 10 films that both Jack and Walter worked on together, this is the 6th of those films. They did go on to do a sequel to this, Grumpier Old Men, which introduced Sophia Loren.
Honestly, it might be one of the sequels that I like as much, if not more, than the first.
Yeah, it's a great sequel.
Yeah, I don't remember if I've seen it, to be honest.
It's really good.
I find it more quotable.
I mean, if it's just more of them bickering and whatnot, I'm all for it.
Well, they work together for quite a bit of the movie, and then they bicker, but it's like in the spring or summer, so it's...
Yeah. There's not as much snow.
No. And you have their nemesis, Catfish Hunter.
Oh, yes.
They gotta catch the cat. That was my introduction to Catfish Hunter, so then when I found out, like, oh, that's actually a pitcher's name from the 70s... Every time I see like a picture of him or interview with him or something, I just think, "Oh, that's a catfish! Like, it's a fish." Nope, that's a guy.
I think best known from his time with the Oakland A's. Mustache
with the mustache. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yep. Yeah, for the Oakland. Now they're going to be the Las Vegas A's, I guess.
I don't like
Eventually.
it.
Eventually.
Yeah, as of the time of this recording.
And after they also did The Odd Couple 2 after this.
Yep, and a movie called Out to Sea.
They did Out to Sea,
Yeah.
which I saw a couple times when it came out.
Yeah.
Eh,
I don't remember much about Out to Sea.
no.
Yeah, Odd Couple 2. Okay. I don't feel it holds up as well as
No.
Grumpy and Grumpier Old Men.
I was going to say, the first Odd Couple I really still like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a smaller movie, more of a play kind of format.
Yeah.
It's mostly 2 men in a room kind of thing.
Right.
Arguing with each other.
Yeah, just like the TV show with Jack Klugman and Tony
Yep.
Randall.
Yep.
Yeah. It had been about a decade since they had made a film together, so it was kind of time.
And I would say outside of Odd Couple, this is probably their most remembered movie together.
Yeah. Yeah, these two. Much of the outdoor scenes of this film were shot in Minnesota, beginning in early February. Was supposed to start filming in January of '93, but had to wait for the snow.
Ugh.
They even had to truck some snow in for some scenes.
I can't even imagine having to... It's so cold.
No, yeah.
Oh, that sounds miserable.
Yeah, and this film was set in Wabasha, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
But was primarily filmed in towns around St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. I know their houses were like on the... Like, those are actual houses
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
same
like
street.
a real street.
Yep.
That in order for them to use the house that Ariel moves into, the Clicker House, the gentleman that owned the house, who was a widower, his wife had died a few years before, he was kind of a holdout, but neighbors kind of pressured him, and he finally gave in for like $12,000 and wanted his house to have a new roof, new siding. It's like some other things too.
You know, good for him.
Yeah, get something out of it.
Because I know whenever they shoot on your property, they tend to damage a lot of things.
Oh yeah, you've got all those people,
Equipment, people,
not caring about your property because they're just trying to get a job done.
Yep, as fast and efficiently as they can.
Because time is money.
Yep. My uncle, who lives outside of L.A., they filmed a TV movie in his house back in the 70s.
Wow.
And he said, never again. Never again. Because he said, for one, your neighbors hate you because all their equipment stuff blocks the street.
Yeah, all the chaos.
So all your neighbors hate you. Secondly, they damage your property and they damage everything. So you got to make sure that you have it somewhere that anything they damage, they're going to replace. Mm-hmm. But most people don't think about that. But yeah.
Well, they just think about how cool it'd be to have their house in the movies.
Yep.
It's like I was reading recently, the Breaking Bad house is up for sale.
Which drove by that a few years back.
There you go.
Doesn't look anything like it used to. Including the giant gate and fence that they put up with all the surveillance and stuff. And it's like, I get it. I know why they did it.
I heard a lot of people like to throw pizzas on the roof.
That's why they did it.
Yeah. Try to keep people further away.
But I guess they eventually they had enough.
Yeah. So I think they listed it for like $3 million, something like that.
I wonder how much they bought it for.
I don't know.
I mean, good for them, Buy it for probably a cheaper price because it was used in some kind of filming, whatever. Had to put up with the public for a little while, and then eventually they're just like, nah.
Make
$3 million.
Make some bank.
Somebody might buy it. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at the Home Alone house.
Gosh, yeah. The interior shots of the homes were done in the Paisley Park soundstage in Chanhassen, which is famous because of Prince.
Oh.
It's his complex.
And you can tell that it was on a soundstage because there's at least one scene I noticed where Jack Lemmon slams the door shut and you can see the wall wobble.
Yeah, he slams the door and he's getting ready to go upstairs because there's like some noise or something, or he's just mad about something.
I even stopped the movie and rewound it and looked at it. I was like, "Yep, that wobbled quite a bit."
Yeah, it sure did. It had a lot of wiggle.
That wasn't a little wobble. That was a lot of wobble.
So there was a filming delay of several months after Matthau came down with pneumonia after filming a fight scene with Lemon in sub-zero temperatures.
Oops.
That's awful.
Yeah. Which obviously was something he was concerned about, and which rightfully so. These guys are not young.
No.
Yeah, and probably want to make sure he makes it through so you don't have to reshoot everything.
Right. Yeah. And apparently Walter actually had production stopped for a little while because there was an issue that Jack Lemmon's tongue was starting to stick to the roof of his mouth, and he thought he was having a stroke because he couldn't talk in the sub 30 degree below temperature.
Oh, that
sounds like fun.
That's just miserable.
Sounds absolutely miserable.
Man, how did he get the... Well, I mean, I guess because it wasn't real beer, but how did he get the beer out to his dad?
It's a great question. Talking about the beer, I did like towards later in the film, you see Max doesn't have bait on his fishing line. He's got beer in the hole in the lake when he's trying to fish, and
that's beautiful.
Yeah, reels it in, grabs one, dumps it back in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going to keep it real cold. That's for sure.
I won't lie. Ever since I first saw this, I thought, man, if I ever grow up and I'm going to do ice fishing and I'm going to drink beer, I'm going to do that too.
Yeah. Well, I have no desire to go ice fishing.
I would want to do it once.
If it's in one of those like
little shacks,
that's the half of it.
I would do that.
Yeah, that's the half of it. You have to do it once.
I would totally do that.
And drill a hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put your record player in the corner like John does, and
I have a coworker that just did that over last winter.
Some ice fishing?
Ice fishing. I mean, being up there in Wisconsin area, and then they went a little further. I forget where he said, but anyhow, he's did it once, and he's like, I don't think I'll do that again.
I mean, there was one time when I was a kid, and I think it was 8, and a few of us, we went up to somewhere in Canada, I don't know where, north of Minnesota, that's all I know, somewhere up there, and we went out fishing out in the lakes, whatever lakes, for a few days. It didn't get above 40 any of those days, and we were out fishing all day. Maybe that's where I developed my polar bear tendencies.
Well, and I know one year here in St. Louis, because having a lake, very cognizant of, in St. Louis, ice doesn't freeze as hard as it does up there.
It doesn't get 29 inches.
Yeah, so it was, I forget what period of time my grandparents would say, but it has to be below freezing for X amount of days, and then you can maybe go walk on it. But even then, stay away from like the center of it. But shoot, I mean, it's like sub-zero temperatures for like weeks. And then we went sledding on it, which never happened. We did it like one time. So I have vivid memories of going there, and I think it was on Christmas or close to, but sledding out onto the lake, which was a really big mind messer. I don't know. Trying to keep it PG. I wanted to say mind something else.
I'll mark it explicit as always. You're not going to get me out on a lake. It's frozen over.
Not going to do a polar plunge?
No. I remember my dad had to rescue my childhood dog who fell into the ice on our pool.
Oh, little scar tissue.
Yeah.
So it's understandable.
Yeah.
But whenever I say we went fishing for all day, we were in a boat.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Liquid water.
It was liquid water.
Okay.
Yeah. It was very cold liquid water, right. But it was liquid water.
God. Still don't sound like any fun. Nope.
Oh, but that fish we caught, though.
Good.
Tasty.
Oh, yeah. Because we'd bring it back, and everyone that was in like that camp would get together, and we'd cook our fish that night and talk about fresh fish.
Oh, yeah. It's the best.
Man. Oh. That was the first time I ever had muskie.
Okay.
Muskie and walleye, and we had northern pike, but I don't remember us eating it.
We don't get a lot of walleye
for
down here.
Pickling.
Yeah, we're more of like a bluegill, catfish, crappie. Yeah.
Bass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Bass.
Depending where you are. Yeah.
Sunfish.
Or if you go out in the Mississippi, you might get a gar.
Yeah. It's like you always see those photos back in the 20s or the 1900s where people walking across the frozen Mississippi by the East Bridge.
Yep.
Like, nope. Like you can see it. It's not smooth. It's all like broken up ice. You're like, nope.
Nope. That's not for me.
Yeah, that's...
Nope.
That's a bridge too far.
That's moving water, not still lake water.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
a little different.
You fall in here, you're going down there.
It's still shifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Jack and Walter did not really expect the movie to be anything special and were kind of surprised at its success.
Yeah. Kevin Pollak has a story where he said that he was trying to talk to them because, they're acting legends.
At this point, yeah.
And he's like, he was trying to talk to Walter Matthau because, he's playing his son. So he says, pretty good movie. We're making pretty good script. And he's like, script is crap. The only reason I took it is because I owe my bookie $2 million.
Right. He was quite the gambler.
He was quite the gambler. Yeah.
I like that story about Walter and Fred Astaire.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get Astaire to curse.
And he never could.
Yeah.
Until.
Yeah, he got it recorded or something like that.
Though all the horses were named obscene things.
Yes.
So he got him to do the call and got him to say that. Yeah.
So Walter's son Charlie is apparently who convinced him to take the role of Max. Thank you, Charlie. Burgess Meredith was 85 during filming, playing like a 94 or 95-year-old guy.
Sure looked like a 94, 95.
Yes. And he was only 17 years older than Jack Lemmon, who was playing his son.
I mean, he could have fooled me.
Yeah.
I mean, Lemmon was in pretty good shape still.
Yeah, he really did seem to be that way. Yeah, it's impressive that this was released on Christmas Day. I mean, it starts out in Thanksgiving, it ends up in Christmas, and into the New Year, essentially.
How often do you have a Thanksgiving Christmas Plus movie?
Right.
Usually it's one or the other.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those recently.
It's not often.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah, it outgrossed other December 93 movies, such as Wayne's World 2 and the previously mentioned Sister Act 2 and Beethoven 2nd. So, that's kind of impressive. I kind of would have figured Wayne's World 2 would have outgrossed it.
Right. I mean, anytime you put a 2 behind something. And...
Yeah.
I love Wayne's World 2.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm one of the weirdos that likes it more than the first one. But maybe that's because some of the characters in 2 are a bit more zany than in 1, which is really hard to say.
Yeah.
Wayne stock.
Whenever Max is on the prowl for love, he hums The Barber of Seville.
I caught that, and I'm like, I know that song. I couldn't quite place it, but yeah, you're right.
And he likes to say holy moly a lot.
Holy moly. And it's great whenever his son says it even.
Yes.
Are phrases hereditary? Is it nature or nurture?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm going to go with nurture.
Yes. That's my guess.
Yeah.
And I did like that when both John and Max are trying to get ready because they're going to race over to see who's going to be first to aerials during the Right, said Fred, I'm too sexy song.
Doing the 80s montage
Yes.
in the 90s.
He reacts like Kevin in Home Alone and somewhat screams when he's applying his aftershave.
Yeah.
I'm like, nice.
That's good.
Because Home Alone was just a few years before this film came out. Not that long before. Little Caesars got some pretty good product placement by having 3 commercials on the TV.
I was noticing that.
I'm like, wait a second.
I wonder if it was intentional, and I don't think it was.
I don't know.
I couldn't find anything that specifically said it was or wasn't.
True.
So I don't know.
I mean, it did also seem pretty obvious that Mike, Max's son, was carrying the 2-liter Coca-Cola bottle in from the car when he was walking with Melanie. Up
It was
the
very
sidewalk.
prominent.
Yes. So there was a little product placement there.
Yeah.
One other little fun fact was that both Anne Margaret and Walter Matthau starred in movies with Elvis. Separate movies, but still.
Wow.
Because Elvis and Anne were kind of a thing for a little while.
You know, a little fun fact, my aunt, who I mentioned my uncle, my aunt did a few little acting roles back in that time frame and was in a movie with Elvis.
Really?
And I went back and found it, and I found it on, I don't know, somewhere, one of the free streaming services. And I watched it, and yeah, it's kind of boring. But I saw her, and there she was, and it is in a scene with Elvis. Like, she's like 3 feet away from him.
Like on screen
with him.
Like as close to him as me to you.
Yeah, at least, if not a little closer. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so they weren't making that up. Like,
she
that
could
actually
smell him.
Yeah, that happened. That was real.
His sweat might have flew on her.
Because I'd heard that, like, forever, and I'm like, yeah, sure, right, yeah. And then eventually I looked her up on IMDb, and I'm like, oh, okay, so she was in a couple things, and then one of them comes up, Elvis is on that poster. So then I looked up that movie, and I found it, and I watched it. I'm like, oh, I mean, she was only in like a scene or two,
right?
But
probably just a couple brief seconds.
Yeah, that's really all it was. I don't even know if she had a speaking line.
Yeah,
but I was like, oh, she was there. I thought they were just making it up and just trying to pull one over on me, but no.
Closer than you would be at going to a concert.
Much. Much. It was on a boat, and they were on the boat together.
Ooh, close.
I mean, there were a few people on the boat, but
yeah. It's a party boat.
Sort of.
Was it a dancing scene where he was singing?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Just kind of like she's just a background character. Uncredited. No, she would be credited if you found her on IMDb.
She had a credit name. I don't know that it was a full name.
Okay.
She only has like 3 credits on there.
It's 3 more than I have.
Yeah.
It's like one of those weird names we always look for after the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
John calls Max Einstein, which Matthau would go on to play in the movie IQ a year or so later in 1994. Slippery's Bar and Grill is named after a local avid fisherman legend in town known for his quick wit and knowledge of every good fishing hole in the area up until his death in 1992. So it's kind of sad that he didn't get to see this. Reportedly, a number of the famous insults and quips came from Slippery himself.
Kind of like, I forget what his name was, but that dude in Jaws, where he was like a local fisherman
that inspired
guy.
So much.
That they were like, we need a guy who's like him, and well, screw it, let's just put him in the movie. And then they had Robert Shaw hang out with him to get some of his phrases and stories and things. He's the guy that plays as the gardener guy.
Oh, okay.
Who ends up getting his boat eaten, and then his head falls through the hole. Yeah. That
what
guy.
A way to go.
Yeah.
And Chuck's Bait Shop was named in memory of a Wabasha former chief of police. Interesting. All right, we are going to take a quick little break, and we will be right back.
Are you ready for some candid photos? Are you ready for some joyful photos? Are you ready for some vibrant photos? Well, Terri Ann Photography is what you want then. Custom photography specializing in maternity, newborns, families, and high school seniors. You can't be you without being you. Fun, entertaining photo sessions on location with Terri Ann Photography. Call now and book your session today. 314-608-2137. Or you can email at terriannphotography.com. Also, don't forget to check out some of her awesome work on Facebook, Terri Ann Photography.
All right, folks, we are back. So as kind of mentioned earlier, a couple questions that I had about this movie is this also a Christmas movie since there are decorations up around town with Thanksgiving? And do you classify it as a Thanksgiving movie?
General
Christmas
holiday film?
Yeah, I was just thinking holidays.
Happy holidays.
You know, for a long time, I never thought of it as either one, but it easily could.
Yeah.
I always just thought of it as like a winter movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think probably because they don't make a huge deal out of either holiday. Like, they're in the movie for, like, plot purposes.
Right.
They're not building the plot around them, so they don't stand out as much. I think that's why I never thought about it.
Like Die Hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whereas, like, with Gremlins, it's kind of more of a Christmas movie because Gizmo is the gift.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's Billy's gift for Christmas.
Yep.
There's caroling, there's shenanigans involving Christmas things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. Deagle's broken snowman sculpture thingy that Billy's dog broke or something. That she brings the head into the bank, I think. But no, and then also, would this be even though New Year's isn't referenced, you have to presume it went into the next year because John goes in the hospital because of the heart attack on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
He's not getting married that quick.
No.
By the end of the year.
No. I mean, those things take time to arrange.
Yes. And another thing too, it's like I really think this was a shame that the movie did not get like a proper home release with cast interviews and more outtakes,
commentaries.
Yes, commentaries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's on YouTube. There's like a 30-minute network special that they're talking with the director and they're talking with Daryl Hannah and Lemon and Matthau and stuff. It's like, I mean, that's about as close as I guess it's going to get.
Yeah.
It's not really them all sitting around revisiting this.
Well, we can't do a reunion.
No. No.
I mean, I guess if we did, it'd be kind of a Weekend at Bernie's situation.
Ooh. Yeah, quiet one.
And the only outtakes that I really know of are in the credits.
Yeah.
Which I know was a big thing back then.
I love when they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean,
they're wonderful.
I mean, they did it. Did all the Rush Hour movies do that? I know the second one did for sure.
With Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker?
Yeah. The second one for sure did, because that was like one of the first DVDs I ever got.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I would assume they all did.
I thought so too, being as the second one did it. So I'm assuming the first one did.
I thought I remembered the first one did it.
Yeah, so okay. We'll just go with
We'll just assume they all did.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2 had outtakes.
Which, as a kid, I didn't understand. I'm like, why would they animate an outtake? Oh, right. They spoke it and then they animated it because it was funny enough to put at the end of a movie.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I couldn't wrap my head around why they would do that as a kid.
It is a little jarring, though, if it's not a comedy and they're doing outtakes at the end.
Oh.
Like, if it's like a horror movie. Well, some horror movies can get away with it.
Sure.
But like a drama movie, they put the outtakes at the end, and it's so jarring.
Yeah, could you imagine outtakes at The Shining?
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple of horror movies I saw where they were like not funny horror movies, and then you get to the credits, and then they start having like outtakes, and it's like, this is a very strange shift in tone here. Like, this is.
I mean, one of my favorite ones is not from this movie, but it's Rush Hour 2, and they're filming, and Chris Tucker's phone starts ringing, and Jackie's like, "What are you doing? We're filming." He's like, hey, I gotta go. You're wasting their film.
That's good.
With the outtakes here, my favorite one is probably one of the most simple ones, but it was where they showed at the wedding, limo drives off, Walter Matthau's waving, and then Jack Lemmon steps in. Who left? Yes. That's my favorite.
I know, it's so good.
My mom, though, because this is one of my mom's favorite movies, she loves all of the looks like Chuck's gonna X and Y.
Yes.
All of those. All of those are her favorite outtakes. But I'm like, I love the who left.
I do enjoy the Chuck one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the notes that I had from my viewing were, I mean, the first lines that were uttered by Max and John are, "Good morning, dickhead," and "Hello, moron."
Sets it up right away.
Yep, you already know what direction these two are going. And during the kind of towards the opening scene with dialogue with the IRS guy that John's trying to escape from.
How odd to climb outside to get away from someone.
Right.
Just like stay upstairs.
Yeah, climb out an upstairs window all onto your roof and slip and fall down. Or, I mean, he does that in a different scene, but
I don't understand the whole like leaving the house to just go back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just.
Guess because he can't serve him the papers if he's not in the house?
I mean, can you serve the papers if you don't answer?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's hard to do.
It's kind of hard to do.
And I felt like Walter was improvising during that dialogue. When he was,
it feels that way.
When he was trying to say, oh, you know, he drinks a lot, he's really mean, and he hangs out in these strange bars, and
with the men taking their clothes off. And the look on Jack Lemmon's face.
Because it seemed like Walter was kind of briefly pausing as he was coming up with things. So I would love to know if that was just truly improvised or not. There's no definitive answer that I could find. And John keeps running into the trash cans at Chuck's shop when he keeps pulling in. He does it 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ran into the cans again. Yeah, I heard. And then at one point, both of them hit the cans.
Yes. Yeah, that was after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's another, like, they have so much in common. Like, they do the same things.
They're just alike.
They're just alike.
And I know it's a thing, like mentioned earlier, there's just no way I'd feel comfortable driving on a frozen lake, much less walking on it.
No.
I mean,
it's definitely, if you've lived doing that your whole life, I'm sure there's way more comfort with it.
Yeah.
You know when it is and isn't.
Yeah.
But me who has never, that's not for me.
Yeah. I did like the line too, because John throws the fish into Max's back seat and he says, "Go to work, baby."
And I like how that fish prank keeps recurring.
Yes.
I want to say there's 3 times in the movie.
Yes. There's the initial time in Max's vehicle. Then it goes into the IRS guy's car. Then it ends up in the limo.
Yep, one final little chuckle.
Yes.
Yeah. It's nice to have like a second, but when you get a third...
Yeah.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
It is.
Yeah. Then the other prank that kept popping up was the spraying water up on the roof, try to get a snow and ice to fall down on someone's head.
I like how the first time, of course, it fails.
Right. Max
You're
just
supposed
chuckles.
to use hot water. And then, of course, the one who knows gets it to work perfectly when it needs to.
He gets it right. Although he almost got his son at...
Yep. And then the look on his son when he looks over knowing, like,
Right.
you did this.
Yep. It's like... it's like you...
Some things never change.
Made sense why you're trying to get my attention so much.
Yeah, and he's like pointing up
with his thumb.
Right. So then dude's like giving him like the thumbs
Right.
up, like,
Got
yep,
it under
we
control.
got it.
I did like Max using the "Eat My Shorts" line, which was made famous when Bart Simpson first uttered it on the second Simpsons episode just a few years earlier, in 1989.
And the way he says it, because he has a very unique way of talking.
Yes. Eat my shorts.
He has the very, like, his S's are a little short.
Mm-hmm. Ariel referencing the Garfield car window plush. It was really all the rage back in like 1987.
For a long time.
Very popular for years. It's funny that it was an accidental creation, as the manufacturer made an error and used suction cups instead of the Velcro in the original design. They were so popular that people were getting their car windows broken and thieves were only stealing the Garfield plush.
Wow.
Until eventually they were just everywhere and everyone had one.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing them all the time.
Oh, everywhere. Yeah.
Sun bleached.
You're right. Usually sun bleached.
Faded out, yes. Part of it was faded, depending on how they had it.
Yep. Some of it was nice and orange, and some of it was barely yellow.
Yes. And obviously, Max being a TV repairman, he's messing with John's TV by changing the channel while John's trying to watch the lottery number reveal.
That is so mean-spirited and funny.
So, you remember when phones, for a brief period of time, smartphones, had the little IR clicker in some of them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, we went over to one of our buddies' houses. He didn't know this because he didn't know about technology. And he swore his house was haunted. Because they'd be over there, they'd be drinking, and one thing led to another, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there it goes again. You see it? It's moving on its own. And it's like, oh my God, how does he not know?
That would be so funny. You just sit there, slyly raising the volume, turning the volume down, changing the channel.
It's like he had every opportunity for somebody to... I mean, I guess because it was so ubiquitous, everybody's playing on their phone.
Right.
So
tough to tell exactly who's doing it.
Right. or even know that it was a technology that existed for a time. I know it was in LG for a brief period.
LG had that sensor up top.
I really liked those. I wish they'd bring those back.
I know, it was kind of neat.
Yeah, I did that once similar with my roommate one time. We were going to watch a movie, and he puts the movie in the player, and the door closes, but I had the remote hidden beside me, and I hit the eject button, and it just popped back open, and he stopped and looked, and he goes, what? So he goes to close it, and just as he's turning away, hit the eject button again, and it pops, and he goes, what is going on? I mean, we sat there for 5-10 minutes, just like, what... Your player is broken. Like, what is it? And I'm trying so hard not to laugh. And eventually, I just couldn't help myself. I started laughing. He said, are you doing this? And I finally held up the remote. You jerk.
You know, what's bad is sometimes those damn things would fail that way, though.
I know.
Especially the ones that would, like, suck the disc in.
Mm-hmm.
Just spit
I have a feeling yours was more of a drawer.
It was a drawer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it was just, I mean, he was so confused. And I was going to keep doing it until he kept until he gave up, and he just kept. I mean, to be fair, it's something he would have done to me. So.
Well, yeah.
It's just you got it first.
I did this one first. Yep. I won this round.
One of John's quotes: "I've laid more pipe than Wabasha plumbing." Even though he hadn't had sex since 1978.
15 years.
Yep, 15 years. I think he even had it down to the day, like October 15th or something like that.
Yeah,
1978.
Yep. And then another thing, I mean, he does mention, like, something comes up about, Ariel across the street, and he just, out of nowhere, just blurts out, I haven't had sex in 15 years.
He was talking with Jacob.
That's right, yeah. And the look on Jacob's face, like,
TMI.
Okay, we weren't really talking about that, but that's fine. It's one of those old man things where you just like kind of blurt out something that's vaguely related.
Yes. Burgess Meredith, his character, Pops, steals every scene he's in.
So good.
He's obsessed with mounting.
Oh, yes.
Every scene he's talking about mounting.
Not mounting an animal to your wall.
No. No.
Did you mount her?
Well, if you're not gonna, then send her my way and I'll mount her.
Well,
first some beer.
Yeah, first it was, does she have thick thighs? Then send her my way. Looks like Chuck's taken old One Eye to the optometrist.
He's taken one boat to Tuna Town.
Oh, God. Putting the hot dog in the bun.
There was a salami line in there, too.
Yep.
Wrapping the salami.
Every single one was just...
I know.
Golden.
Yeah. So good.
How they could get through without cracking up.
Yeah, because in those outtakes, Jack does such a good job of like delivering his follow-up line, Pops.
Yeah. Oh, geez, Dad. Oh.
Because Meredith had already turned and was walking away.
Looks like Chuck's a tomcat on the prowl.
Yep.
Meow.
The good old I'm Too Sexy song from Right Said Fred. It's perfectly fitting for two older guys like this that they're going to be playing that.
It's I forget the phrase for it, where you put something that really doesn't fit but it ironically does.
Mm-hmm. It's like the 50s music for Fallout, for like a sci-fi game,
right?
And it's like, this doesn't really fit, but it does really fit, like, well.
Right.
Like, they're so polar opposites. I never understand why it works so well. Not just Fallout, but like
on the retro futuristic aesthetic.
Well, and not just
Something
Fallout,
about
but
the music kind of fits in.
Oh, absolutely.
Like nuclear fallout, big thing, bomb shelters, and all that.
Back when that was a real scare, and potentially still is. But
early 60s,
right? But and it's just the first example I thought of. But it's so weird how those polar opposites sometimes just link up like that, like chocolate and peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the polka music that you hear in some of the scenes.
Yes.
It's very Minnesotan wintry feeling.
Right.
Polka.
Right. It takes you back to John Candy and Home Alone.
Or even some of the music in Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Something about that area in winter. Polka just fits in.
Livens everything up.
It does.
Even though everything's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pop says he drinks from his flask. I'm just finishing breakfast. Likes his alcohol, that's for sure.
Hey, look, if you made it that far, I don't think it matters.
Right.
He does have a scene in the second one where he makes a comment about that, where he's like, for breakfast, I eat 3 strips of bacon, and at lunch, a whole plate of bacon, and I usually drink my dinner. And these doctors keep telling me that I'm going to pass away, and I keep living, and they keep dying.
It's like in this film, he's talking with John, and he says something like, You know, the first 90 years of your life go so fast.
As if there's another 90 left.
Right. It's so funny.
And then you don't look so years, you look more to months or days.
Mm-hmm.
There's some wisdom to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Another Pop's line, colder than a witch's titty. It's like that one always stands out. John's cat is named Slick.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. And then a little bit later, Max says to John, your cat crapped on my porch again. John's reply, who says you can't train a cat? Oh, yeah. And then when Max is pushing John's shack into the hole, trying to essentially kill John, I seen a little Confederate flag on one of the shacks.
I did too.
It's just a little glimpse. So I'm like, that's odd for Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're not a southern state. So.
No. No.
I mean, I feel like a little further back it was more just a rebel symbol than anything.
Mm-hmm. Look at General Lee.
Exactly. Yeah.
Still a fun show.
Yeah.
Still a fun show. Quote, kids, you can't live with them and you can't shoot them. Pops. Good old Pops.
Which I believe is after he broke up their fist fight.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When Max is trying to stab him with a fish.
Frozen fish. Yeah. One of the only actual fist fights.
Yes. Yeah.
And it really is more
wrestling on the ground.
Yeah, because that's where Max takes a swing at John, and John just kind of like moves out of the way, and Max just falls down. Because they were going to fight earlier at their fence.
Yeah.
You're not worth it.
You're right.
And John had a axe in him. He's like, oh, talking tough with an axe in your hands. So John just throws it behind him. And that's when they're like, oh, you're not worth it.
Not a dangerous thing to do or anything?
No. Yeah. John sabotages the relationship with Ariel because he's kind of overwhelmed with this whole IRS thing and just everything else going on, and then laying the king down on the chessboard. Basically, I felt he was, at that point, surrendering to life.
That was kind of my thought. He's giving up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just stressed out. He's not happy at all.
And I like it's a nice subtle thing.
Mm-hmm. Showing,
not saying.
Yep.
I like it.
All right, just showing the king surrendering.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last line that I found was great was John saying after the heart attack, Max asks if he's dead. He's like, not yet, but I don't want to die looking at your ugly face.
So even in this difficult moment, they can still put the knife in.
Yeah, because Max goes to try to, in his own way, apologize and like make up to John at the bar.
Which I feel like he wouldn't have done if he didn't have Ariel on his together with her.
Yes.
If he wasn't, he wouldn't have thought twice about going out after him.
Right. So again, they get into kind of a disagreement, argument, and John just leaves, and he's again still stressed out, and he's walking back to the house, and he kind of starts clutching his chest. He's having a heart attack and falls in the snow in front of the other house.
And that music that plays.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's an emotional little simple piano line.
Mm. I completely forgot about the heart attack, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, found a couple cars, of course, to talk about. Our main characters.
Yeah. You got 2 cars. I was curious if you're going to throw in the third.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple, But anyway, Jack Lemmon's character, John, drove that 1968 Dodge Polara. I'm not as familiar with a Dodge Polara. That's
not one
not a name. No. You know what it reminds me of is like one of those older Ford Galaxy kind of. It just like big boat kind of has a little bit of a ridge on the sail panels there. But it sure is an ugly car, though.
Yes.
In the places I was looking, they mentioned it was a kind of a green color, and I swear it sort of changed depending on the scene that they were in. It sounded like they also filmed in 2 different cars, with like the scenes in the car, they were filming in a completely separate car with different pillars. And the outside scenes were this other color that they referenced, the green. But the 2 colors that I actually looked up the paint codes and chips for that year on that car.
Look at this.
And it looks like it was either a gold poly or a light green poly. So it could have been one of those 2 colors, just based on what we saw in the movie.
Yeah, because to me, the car looked kind of a yellow gold. I didn't really...
Right. Yeah, and that's why I put the gold poly, because it just looked closer to that, at least on the movie. But again, maybe it's a light capture thing. Mm-hmm. They did have to heavily modify the car just for reliability's sake.
Well, I'm sure.
But then Walter Mattau's character, Max, drove that 1974 International Harvester Travelall, which I'm not as familiar with either, to be honest. So 2 cars that I'm just not familiar with. So hey, great. Perfect.
Like I could tell it was an international.
Yeah.
Because it definitely wasn't like a Jeep Cherokee Wagoneer or one of those.
And what a name, Harvester.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of
like a
kind of nice.
vehicle.
Yeah.
And that thing could handle the snow, too.
Yeah.
And that's part of why they chose it, because of the 4-wheel drive for the later scene, which we saw them pushing the little house into the lake.
Or whenever he's like getting the snow off of his car, putting it on the Jeep, and then he just drives over the snow like it's no problem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, nice try.
But then that color, which it looks slightly customized, but the base color looked to either be the buckskin or elk. I think kind of like an army green color, because as you guys saw in the movie, there's kind of an army pattern, but it's over some kind of base, right? So
camo style.
Yeah. Then my favorite one, character Ariel, drove the 1992 Jeep Wrangler YJ Sahara soft top. Yes, just like the ones in Jurassic Park.
Relatively new vehicle for this movie.
It sure was.
I like how theirs are old and hers is new.
Yeah. Well, she's from California.
I wonder if there's something to this.
Right.
Oh, yeah. But her particular color was the Hunter Green Metallic. I think they only had 4 or 5 colors that year. It was a relatively new platform, I believe, for Jeep for that specific style. And I could be off by a year or 2. But I thought it was interesting that, same Jeeps that they used in Jurassic Park. I was like, that sure looks awfully familiar. Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Yeah.
I see there's no mention of... Melanie's Chevy Citation.
Yeah, I don't know. I just nothing really grabbed me.
Red, probably from the 1980s. Looked like a 4-door model. She's got a child.
Right. Might as well have been a minivan.
Yeah.
One of the scenes I really liked, though, was they're in front of the church. Everybody's wearing black. They're kind of talking outside. You don't see John, and you're kind of wondering, like, what, did he die?
Right, because
this looks like a funeral.
Because it's the first scene after the hospital.
And they're all dressed in black.
And they're all dressed in black.
Which is not typical wedding attire.
No. And then you see, some people inside the church, and you see her coming down the aisle in the wedding gown, and you see him standing at the altar, and they're getting married, turns out.
Well,
but
of course, Pops has to lean out the door. I'm waiting on you, assholes, or something like that.
We're waiting on you two. Get in here, you assholes. But yeah, we did talk. The last line that I have here is we did talk about the kind of after credits funnies. To this day, I still love them.
Oh, yeah.
I wish more movies would kind of go back to that. I mean, we always talk about after scene credits. Which, did you catch this after scene one?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, there is an after scenes credit. He's sitting in the bathtub.
Yep.
And one of the it's an outtake. It sounds like should have asked for more money if I knew I was going to get nude.
Right. If I'd have known I was going to have a nude scene, I would have asked for $2 million or another $1 million. Yeah, that's great stuff. Talking about pushing. I mean, that's just a very over the top reaction. Max bumping into John's little
hut.
Yes.
That's escalating a few notches.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one thing doing some silly pranks and hijinks.
Right.
Calling them names.
That's like attempted murder.
Yeah. I mean, John's giving him back the green monster or whatever it is he calls
Green
that fish.
Hornet.
Green Hornet, the fishing pole.
What an odd...
He fixed it after breaking it.
It's an odd pole.
Yeah.
Because
the
the handle's like, what is it, a duck?
It's like a mallard duck.
Yes.
And then it's got like a little normal fishing pole thing that comes out of it.
Yeah.
But it's just this dinky little thing. I guess he catches a lot of fish with it.
That's what he said. Well, in the one scene, he comes back with a whole bunch of them.
Oh, that's true.
Caught my limit.
Yep, caught my limit.
What do you got?
Well, I throw the ones back I'm not going to eat. Sure you do.
You got 2 there, or you got 1 there. There's 2. And that's where John ends up putting that in Max's back seat.
Mm-hmm.
And Max drives around stinking for a while.
Almost crashing the UPS truck.
Yep. Like how he asks Chuck, "Do I smell?" Chuck's like, "Yeah." He's got all those pine tree scent things.
Mm-hmm.
But, whenever he's pushing that in there, he's not really talking much when he's driving and pushing the shack, but you would have just thought he's honking the horn. You would have thought, it's like, "Oh, I've got the power now." He's going to push him right into the water. Just going to splash.
Dude was on a mission.
Yep. That's a good thing John rolled out.
Yeah. Well, the whole time I'm thinking, like, oh, that poor record player.
Right.
And that's all I could think about.
Oh, no.
There goes all your stuff.
Yeah. How did you get electricity out there for Max to have a TV and John to have a record player?
Well, I gather they weren't very far out on the lake.
Must not have been.
And it was like a little grouping of them, so I'm assuming they just ran like lines.
I guess.
I wonder if they did like car battery stuff. I used to do that. And like hunting blinds and stuff. You'd hook up a bunch of car batteries together to get some
juice,
low powered juice for a little while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, speaking of TV, I kind of miss the old static.
Yes.
Because, like, you could still hear it. You couldn't see it that well, but you could still hear it. Now, with the digital TV, with the channels,
audio cuts out too.
The audio cuts out too.
Yep.
You can see it much better, but you can't hear it. If there's any little thing, the audio cuts.
Yep.
I'd rather hear it than have a perfect picture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with the picture being not 100%
fuzzy. Yeah.
Yeah, if I wanted a perfect picture, I'd put in the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Which I think I read where if you look at the Blu-ray copy release of this, the wrinkles in Matthau's faces are deeper. The transfer was that good.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. What were some of the notes that you had here, Justin?
Oh, one thing I guess I'd never noticed before, except watching this time, was whenever they're watching the moving truck and all the stuff coming out to aerials, and Jack Lemmon goes, "Jesus," and then it cuts to a picture of them unloading a painting of Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I never noticed that before. Also a fan of Max watching The Weatherman, because I know people who do this, And the dude is like, oh, it's going to be cold. Oh, shut up, fat ass.
Right. Of course, you're in Wabasha, Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's winter.
Yeah. I worked with a guy who would, anytime someone would say something on the radio or TV or something that he didn't like, oh, shut up, fat ass. And this dude was, way bigger than the dude who was talking. So it was kind of ironic. What else? Most of which we've already really talked about. Although I do love the one quote. You could go down there and make up with them. I'd rather kiss a dead moose's butt. But yeah, I just remember this movie on TV all the time. Mm-hmm. All the time. TBS showed it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Grandparents loved it.
Because I know it was one of my mom's favorite movies, so anytime it was on, it was, we're going to be watching this now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've probably seen, like some of the other movies we talked about, probably seen part of this movie 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. But actually watching it beginning to end, a few.
Yeah, handful.
I think the last time I watched this movie was in the 90s. It's been a while. But before the most recent viewing, of course.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think I've seen, outside of like clips here and there.
Sure.
Yeah, it's probably been since the 90s.
Yeah. What a different lens to look through. Go back and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you get older, you kind of start thinking about that Now, obviously, it's interesting that both John and Max are widowers. They've lost their wives. Mm-hmm. So they're living by themselves.
Yeah.
John has lost a son in Vietnam. May was not who Max thought she was, because John says, well, we had a shit marriage basically for 20 or 30 years, whatever it was, but she cheated on him or something like that. She wasn't as good a catch as you thought she was to me.
Yep. And then Max then gets with someone else who then turns out to probably be the best person he could have been with.
Right.
Which that probably is my favorite scene, where they're having this argument, and then as it goes on, they kind of forget what they're arguing about.
Right. They're just like, what?
Right. What? Right. So what?
And then they just kind of like walk away.
Yeah.
Which gives the show they're just fighting over the stupidest shit.
Yeah. It's almost like they like to grind each other's gears, but they don't really have an end goal.
Yeah.
And then whenever they kind of lose, like they're not getting the reaction they want, like they can't win, it's whatever.
Right.
It's not worth it.
All right, we'll just do this.
Go back to watch my stories.
Yeah.
We'll just do this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah.
And obviously, as mentioned before, John has got himself in a little bit of trouble with the IRS. Apparently from his deceased wife's
part-time job.
Yeah.
They weren't claiming.
Yeah. The federal tax or something like that. And
$13,000.
But
he can raise that.
Yeah.
Which, over time and penalties and interest, that comes to about $57,000. Oh, he can't come up with that.
Right.
He can if he sells his house.
Yeah.
I think there was another line, too, that Max is saying to him as he's trying to get the IRS guy to understand that John's good for this. He's as straight as a grizzly bear's dick. Or something like that. Like, what?
My stepdad has a lot of these weird phrases like this that he uses, and it just kind of makes you stop it. Wait, what did you say?
Definitely a generational thing.
Oh,
because
yeah.
my grandparents had a lot of them.
I mean, my favorite one, he says, whenever he gets really upset at something, I don't even know what it means, but he'll just get upset. He'll just go, well, piss up a rope. I was like, what?
Careful you don't get wet.
Yeah, anything you're saying, you just kind of have to stop and, okay, what?
Yes. And so somehow Max is apparently sitting on some money because he apparently takes care of the debt.
Yeah, gets his son, the newly elected mayor, to get an extension and then wipe away the interest.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wonder how that worked, but
it's good to know people in power places.
Yes, but a town mayor against the IRS,
right?
He must know some people.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
I mean, the IRS got Capone.
They did.
Yeah, so it's kind of like they make up and almost forgive each other.
They're in a okay place.
Yes, they're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, near-death experiences do funny things to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both living and dead.
Max goes into the hospital room and sees John laying there. He still calls him a name at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moron. Only with a little less venom behind it that time.
Then you have that subplot, which I always forget about too, of Jacob and Melanie.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind because it's not a main piece and it's not really shoved in your face.
It's not a great outdoors.
It's just here and there.
That one bothers me to no end. Oh man,
it's just here or there.
Yeah, it's just like little subtle things here and there, and it resolves near the end, which is not. I do kind of like the broccoli bit where it's like, oh, I didn't have mistletoe, so I brought broccoli.
Yes,
that's kind of clever.
Yeah,
only to have Mike there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I mean, Jacob was going for it.
Yep, and obviously, I mean, John's been pushing him to go out with Melanie.
Right,
has always liked him. Mm-hmm. Didn't like his father, but likes the son.
Yeah. I'd be proud to put your sign in my yard. Just don't tell your dad. It's like, he's gonna see it when he comes outside.
Yeah. Yeah. And they didn't make a big deal over the whole mayoral thing in the race and all that. It was just like, oh, you're going to run. Congratulations. Oh, here's a sign. Cool. And then it cuts to like, hey, congratulations on the win. You know, like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no big deal.
No big deal.
Make a fine mayor. Yeah, I guess Jacob, in a slight way, was a little peeping Tom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of situation, staring and looking into her window, but I mean,
and the one time when she was fine with it and in her own way encouraged it.
Right. I knew you were watching me.
Why do you think I left the blinds open?
Right.
I thought I was just lucky.
Yeah, but it all seemed to work out for them. Especially if you've seen the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Foreshadowing. Anyway, they're at the end of the movie. She invites him over. And this time she's got the broccoli. Yeah, because he sees her kind of just putting stuff away in the house. And she waves him over.
They do have the places to themselves. Like Max has to go out for the was it Daughters of the Revolution at the VFW hall?
Something like that, yeah.
Right.
So we're going to try to get lucky tonight.
Yeah, it's always the VFW hall. Where Chuck was supposed to go, but he ended up having a enlightening discussion with Ariel. So you couldn't get it up. Oh, God, those guys were so good. No. Great movie. Definitely recommend watching it. It's hard to believe both Jack and Walter have been gone for this long, but we still have movies like this to look back on and remember the good times. So definitely would love to hear people's feedback on this, and if you have any other favorite moments from the film or things that you would like to talk about, again, you can always reach out to us via email, contact at backtothepastpod.com. And again, thank you to Stark Roofing and M&J Creations for being our title and studio sponsors, and Mike Jones of the Lion's Den Podcast Network. Well, another great movie. Now, would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yep, I'm a thumbs up.
In fact, the more I think about it, now I kind of want to watch the second one.
All right.
Gonna have to.
Yeah.
Guess maybe we might have to cover that one on a future episode of...
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, it is. Adding the lovely Sophia Loren.
And I forget her name, the mother.
Oh, gosh. She is hilarious in that film.
Scenes between her and Burgess Meredith.
Yep. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. But nope, that does it for this December 25th, 1993 release of Grumpy Old Men, starring the wonderful Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau and Anne Margaret. All right, well, that does it for this episode of the Back to the Past podcast. Thank you again for listening. And until next time, we will talk to you then when we get back from the past.
Later, putz.
The Lion's Den Podcast Network, powered by Stark Roofing. With over 45 years of experience in the roofing and exteriors industry, Stark Roofing is a local, family-owned and operated company that provides excellent customer service and workmanship. Let's Start Roofing. Bring your home back to life. You can give them a call at 636-671-0045 and tell them Spanky sent you. Stark Roofing, proud title sponsor of the Lion's Den Podcast Network and this amazing podcast presentation.